Hello. All right. Oh, where we are?
Piece features a man who needs very little introduction. A man who played tambourine on Battle of Evermore. John Henry Bonham, over the top.
Hello. All right, love, here we go. All right. Hey. All right. Welcome, everybody. Football. Yeah, brutal day in football. Brutal day in football. Yeah. Oof. Welcome all. Welcome, LA. Welcome. Dog is doing good. First place. All right. Welcome, Dame, at this mountain. Welcome, Lynn Champagne. How are you? How is everybody? Thomas, Sir Thomas Aquinas is here. Welcome, Sir Thomas. Welcome all. Welcome. All right. Welcome, White Rabbit. You know what we have to do. Welcome. Oops. It's a script. Missed you too. Let's not talk about football and scripts. We'll be here all night. Yep. Yeah. There's a lot there to unpack with football and scripts, but we're not going there tonight. Yeah. All right. Yep. Anyway, what are we doing? How's the weekend going, everybody? Good evening, Curious Rose. Welcome to the show. How is everybody's evening? How's the weekend going? How is it going, everybody? Welcome. All right. Attention is diverted. The games are afoot. All right. What are we doing? What do you guys want to do? Now, where's Cisco? Where's Cisco, right? It's fucking cold, I'll tell you. It is cold, love. It's cold, Dame. Cold here. Cold. All right. Here we are, guys. Sorry. All right. Good night. All right. I don't know what's going on with that, but all right. What are we doing? Cold and dreary as a witch's something or other, right? I don't know what that means. All right. Is it really racist? Maybe. No, it's not racist. Come on. All right. Well, we'll do the calls. We'll do some calls. Nice and easy tonight. Nothing crazy. Well, no, nothing crazy. Nothing beyond the usual. So, just saying, I'm just gonna say this, okay? I'm gonna write it first. So, anyway. All right. So, I got emails. You know who you are. And, I know people take things and people take things. But, all right. So, Patricia Monroe, right? That's Dylan's stepmother. Just saying, it's Patricia. There's no L here. So, we can't make that connection. Just saying. However, we don't know much about Dylan's real mother. Do you? I don't know much about her real mom. I don't think a lot of people do, right? So her biological mom, I don't know what her first name is. Could be L, right? But, yeah, not Patricia, though. Even if Patricia keeps Mortensen, you're still not going to get to LM here. Just saying. Now, if you know what her real mom's name is, possibly. Anyway, that goes to G. We're getting there. Not quite yet. Patricia Monroe. Yes, indeed. Oh. What was that other thing? Oh, yeah, Gideon, right? Gideon. We should look at that. Yeah, it does look like there's writing on her arm. It's hard to make out what the writing is on Dylan Mortensen's arm, but it does appear to be writing. It does. Appears to be writing in a marker of some sort that was wiped off. That's what it looks like. Right? Didn't he say his daughter Ella? Yeah. All right. Yeah, I mean, little G does have a sister, but anyway, I don't think that's Dylan. I don't think that's Dylan. I think it's Dylan. That would be the connection you want. That would be the connection. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, there still may be a connection to Dylan. Anyway, we should look at that writing. We should look at that writing sometime again. No, we're not. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, unless Dylan's mom, a real mom, her biological mom, his name is LM, that would fit. But I don't know her fucking mom's. I don't know her biological mom's first name. We know her stepmom's name. Just saying. But, I mean, well, then, I mean, Dylan would know she had a brother. Right? I would think she would know that. Or a half-brother, at least. Anyway, it's an interesting thought, but there's no more. I don't know. I don't think there's really any info to say that for sure. Anyway, whatever. The marker on the arm is interesting, and that could say Gideon. It could say that. We should look at that. It's hard to make out. I mean, there are two Gideons there are two Gideons to the documents. There's two different Gideons here. One Gideon is from the FBI, and then I believe there's a second Gideon involved here as well in the documents. There's two Gideons, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I believe one Gideon is from the FBI, and there's another Gideon here who's not from the FBI. So just keep that in mind. There's two Gideons floating around. All right. You with me, everybody? Are you with me? Now, we've read... I want to show you this real quick, and then we'll get on. We'll get on to stuff. Been through this before. Never really questioned it too much. But now I looking back over some of this shit, right, of course. And, right, this is Molly. We've seen this before. You guys seen this before, of course. This is Molly. And this is them getting a fucking trace on her. And this one's interesting. Yeah, this one's always been interesting. I guess I didn't dig deep enough in it. Yeah. So, yeah, okay, so let's just check this out real quick, guys. So this is 61, all right? This is 61, MPD. So this is where they get, right, this is where they get a pen warrant for this number. Where is it? Yeah, associated with the phone number of that, right? Which was linked to Molly, the witness. So now I'm like, well, how did the fuck did they get her phone number? Like, I started thinking, well, how did they get her number to begin with? I don't know. Right? Because that's where they got, they got a number, they got a phone number, and then that's when they got a pen warrant for this number. Well, so I was like, well, how did they get her number to begin with? I wasn't sure about that. How did they even get her number to begin with to even do this? Where did that come from? I'm just curious, you know what I mean? Where did they get her number from? Now, this was on the 22nd. So this is like a little bit over a week. I don't know, it's just odd. It's odd. Yeah. And then they stopped the trap and trace. They stopped the pen and trap and trace on the 30th. That's when they stopped it. And then, because of this trap and trace, somehow Molly was subsequently identified, located, and interviewed by Payne. Right. So interesting. This one's interesting. Yeah. Interesting one here. Yeah. So it makes it sound like, so here's what this is. It makes it sound like Molly, she didn't voluntarily come in for an interview, right? Of course not. That's not what this sounds like. It sounds like, I mean, maybe she was unaware she was by the house. Because, you know what I'm saying? That's odd. That's interesting. But anyway, it makes it sound like she didn't voluntarily come in and identify herself. Like, I was around that house the night of the murders. Unless she's so gone, you know, unless her brain is so gone, she didn't even realize she was by the house on the night of the murders. That'd be odd, right? I mean, maybe she's that gone that she just didn't even think about it. But somehow they got her phone number. Interesting. Wonder. Wonder. Would they be that smart to put the DoorDash bag together with I don't know about that. Maybe. That clever? Yeah. Yeah, FBI was in charge of this one. They're the ones that were in charge of getting that warrant. Of course they have to. There has to be. I think that has to be a federal warrant. I think. Not 100% sure on that, but I would, yeah. You have to definitely get a court order. I know that. You definitely need a court order here. Yeah. Wow. But anyway, they handed it off to the FBI. So they got the warrant. I guess that was a lot quicker. But I still don't know how they got her fucking phone number. How did they get her number? I'm serious. Fucking splash screen, sorry. I have to do something about that. Anyway, just little things like that. How did they get her fucking number? Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe she did know Santa before she got arrested. Remember on her body cam, that was after this. So that's when I think that's when she brings up Thompson's name in that one. I think. Or in the yeah, it was in some of that. Yeah, it was in some of that audio. Yeah, on that body cam, right? Yeah. All right. Anyway, that's 61. This is an interesting little one. They're all interesting in some way, I think. Well, some are just like whatever, but yeah, weird. Yeah. 77, right. I could have killed them all if I had wanted to, said Little G. All right. Yeah. Oh, this is my favorite part. We'll get on to what I want to do. This is my favorite part, right? So SP told me Little G bastard then went and got a larger knife from out of the back shed and showed that one to him. Right? Right? Yeah. SP told me every time he was around Little G and G's mom would explode on him, he always stayed very calm and would not react to her. Right? That's scary. Right? Remember Stanley? Well, you know, right? Stanley, right? Hey, Mom. We talked about this before. That's very scary. He didn't say anything. He didn't react. Interesting. Anyway, here's the kicker, though, right? It wasn't fucking submitted. Okay, excuse me. It wasn't reviewed. So it was submitted the 16th of December. But it wasn't actually reviewed. This wasn't reviewed until January fucking 10th. After Kohlberger was captured. So, you know, like, so what happened here? Did Fry just file this fucking thing? And then it sat around for, 24 days? 25 days? Until Dollinger finally got around to fucking reviewing it? Is that how I'm reading this? Right? Or do they know about this and then, I don't fucking know. They didn't do anything? Like he filed it and then it was just kind of sat there. I don't know. Right? Anyway, January 10th. So it wasn't reviewed until 25 days after it was fucking submitted here. Right? That's what I'm seeing. Oops. I think that's a long time, but I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, fucking weird. Anyway, yeah, Kohlberger's captured here, and then what? We forget about everything else. Everything else we forget about. We just focus on Kohlberger from there on in. Yes, hey, that's not completely true. That's not completely true, actually. We're still focused on Jack Decor, right? Some of these people have not. They're still focused on Decor. They're focused on Decor for a long time. For a while. Same with a couple others, right? But anyway, that finishes 77. One of the best documents in the whole entire set. Absolutely. Because, again, you're describing the killer. I mean, if you're looking for a profile for the killer, there's your fucking profile. There it is, right in front of you. That pretty much sums it up for me. I mean, that is your profile. There's so many elements in there that would be right about a person who would do this fucking thing. Those are the elements that you're looking for. Almost all of them, actually. I mean, Jesus. It's like a blueprint. Right, guys? 77 is like a blueprint to who would actually could commit a crime like this. There's your blueprint. It fits all the fucking highlights. Right? We've been over this. He's young. He's angry, right? He seems like he doesn't have very many friends, probably. He wants to join the military. His mom berates the shit out of him every day when she gets fucking drunk, right? She has abuse and trauma in her past because of the college, and his anger comes from that, right? So he blames the college, right, for his mother's behavior, which she takes out on him every day, when she gets fucked up, right? He loves to collect knives, like in abundance, and he's proud of showing them off to people, right? He can sneak around and sneak up on you, and you don't fucking hear him. Yeah. And he knows where two of the girls work, and he even said that he followed them to work from their house. He's been in their house before. He probably hid somewhere in there and got off on the fact that they had no idea that he was there. And he said, I could have killed them all. So I don't know what else you would fucking need here. Oh, plus he likes to go on long walks until the very early morning hours, and these long walks take him up to the college. I mean, yeah. And when his mom berates the shit out of him, he doesn't react to her. Like he doesn't react. That's a budding fucking sociopath. You got a budding something on your hands there. There's your profile. All right? He's already been in the house. He knows the layout. He knows the hiding spots. He was in there when they were in there, and they didn't know he was in there. Yeah, and he said, I could have killed them all. So yeah, there you go. Fucking hell yeah. Fucking hell yeah, right. We could talk about 77 all fucking day and night here. That is the blueprint. So anybody stealing shit here, that you know we've been talking about this for a long time. That is your blueprint. Long time. It is scary. It's scary to think. I don't think they even fucking interviewed this guy. I still don't think that. I gotta still look, but I don't think they even interviewed this character. And if anybody that you gotta interview, it's definitely that fucking guy. Absolutely. He'd be on the top of your list. He would have to be on the top of your list. If somebody came in and reported that information to you about somebody, you would, either, again, this guy has one of the best imaginations in the world and just completely is lying. Why? I wouldn't know, right? Why would somebody come in there and lie completely about this? That would be insane. You know? Really. I don't know. Sounds like he knows the information to me. Anyway, yeah, but I still don't think I don't think there was a follow-up with little G. I still don't fucking think that. No. Yeah, no. Welcome, Glenn T. Welcome. Good to see you, of course. Yeah. Plus when she berates him, she says, you know, what does she say? She says, he gets bad grades in school, right? And then, but then she says something to him like, you know, you're gonna ruin your life or something like that. You know, like, what? What did she say? Yeah, you're going to ruin your life and end up in prison or something like that. She says, that's what she says to him. And she probably says that shit to him a lot, especially when she gets drunk and berates the shit out of the guy. She probably says that all the time to him. You know, you're not gonna fucking do anything with your life, you fucking cocksucker. Right? Stanley, don't play with my doll, Stanley. You're never gonna amount to anything in your life. But Mom, hey, come here. I want to show you one of your dolls. Right? And then I'm going to beat you over the head with it. Because I had enough. I had enough of being berated. But in this case, I didn't take it out on my mother. I took it out on fucking young girls. They pissed me off. Anyway, quick break. This is our analysis of 77, me and my gardens that has spanned now 7-8 months. So says as soon as that document and the rest of those documents were released, right? 77 was our document, my loves. It's always going to be that way. And all the great pretenders there, you better understand 77. Me and my gardens fucking shit. That's our shit, baby. That's the shit we like to smoke here. All right? Shit like 77. That's the shit we smoking. And we've been smoking that a long time here. Me and my God. So anybody else, people like peeking over the edge of the wall into the garden, this is where 77 comes from, baby. It comes from us, baby. Okay? So go back. You can go back on the other side. All right. Bye-bye. Anyway, quick break. That's the prelude. Love. I hope you like that prelude. There was a lot in that one, I think. All right, let's go. Quick one. A quick one. While he's away. Right. There we are, love, back from the snow. We almost started to make a fucking snowman out there, love. Somewhere I got interrupted. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing a fucking live. I can't make a snowman right now. I would have to show the garden, that's right. Wait, you're making a snowman and we can't fucking see it? Fuck you, man. Fuck you. All right. Fuck you. All right. What else? Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Mystique. Welcome, Mr. Smiley and Mystique. Mr. Smiley. All right. I know you're up to something. I don't know what it is quite yet, but I know it. Yeah, we should build a snowman. We really should. When was the last time you built a snowman? Welcome, Mystique. Hey, I was thinking about that today. Hey, Mystique, I was thinking about that today. That thought had crossed my mind. Actually, believe it or not. Like, what are you talking about? No, you know what I'm talking about. Nah, I know. No. We'll get there. Anyway, we should build a snowman. That'd be nice. What were we doing? No, wait, were we doing this? No, we're not doing that. We do more of John Bonham if you want. All right. Let's finish this up. This was started last night as well. And then we'll get to the cards. All right? Because I know you're all waiting for that. Right. Hello, Jules Amara. Welcome. As always, good to see you. How are you doing today? And everybody in Mystique and Seattle Rain, welcome. Hello, love. Welcome. Always good to see you, of course. How are we feeling tonight? It's the weekend. 3 days for some of us, right? Good. And, well, the others, you gotta make it a 3 day. God damn it. Make it a 3 day. What's going on? What do you guys want to talk about? Right? So, what is the temperature of the garden tonight? Where are we? Red hot? Are we cold? Blue? What's the temperature? Not yet. Well, he did a little bit, but not much. Yeah. He'll be around soon, I'm sure. Right. Well, he's always around. They're all always around. Except when they go on some weird spirit guide retreats, which I still don't understand what the fuck those are, but whatever. Welcome, Pamela Smith. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Lynn. 3 days, that's good. 3 days, baby. Welcome, Snowpia. Every time I see a name, I'm like, we're going to Tibet. I don't know why. All right. Bye-bye. Don't know why I think that. It's so weird. Snowpea, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're going to go to Tibet. I don't know. Weird. Oh my God. Welcome. 3 days of torture from the master. All right. Great. Just what we always wanted. 3 days of torture with the master. In the snow-covered mountains, Snowpea in Tibet. What could be better than that? You'd be like, well, it's free, right? It's free, right? Yes! You're like, oh, all right, yeah, let's fucking go! Sure, I'll go on the ski lift. Fuck it. All right. That's fun. That's funny. All right. Oh my God, guys. You push me to the limits. You push me to the limits. All right. Right, this one. Push me to the limits. You push me to the limits. All right. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. All right. Oh. Right it. We should do Name That Tune one more time. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Welcome. Welcome, Dame Florencia. I haven't seen you in a while. What have you been doing? How have you been? How have you been? Well, anyway, I'm glad you're back to the castle. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Where are we? Where are we? All right. All right, let's finish this up. So this was the Pullman Intruder. We didn't finish this yet, but let's finish it. All right, so this is the Pullman Intruder. This is from October 2021. Right. Getting it from there. Sunshine for All is where I'm getting this from. Right. There's a report of this, of course. All right.
Locked. Was it open?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So, please don't walk over here because we'll be trying to
Oops, sorry, good.
process this. But you're confident that this is usually locked?
Yes, I have never actually seen it like that. Yeah, it's always locked. Or at least closed. I don't know if it's locked, but that looks more open than it usually is.
Okay. Because anyway, it kind of swings this way. So, I think it is usually locked. Otherwise, you would see it like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if they would have pushed through that window somehow, but I'm going to take a closer look at it.
Okay.
Are you part of, or were you part of any Greek organizations? Or?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was, but I'm not anymore.
So they wouldn't be like some whiter house issue or somebody's out?
No, I left on good terms. They all still like me and everything.
So other than some strange customers at work, no?
I can't think of anything. And I can't think of why they would come into my room and nowhere else. Like, I don't know.
Did she have lights on when this was going on?
She had when I came out of my room, I could hear her TV.
Oh, okay.
So her TV was on, so they might have heard that, but decided not to go in there.
So you're describing a burgundy, whole head ski mask?
Ski mask. And I don't know, I feel like there was hair poking out the bottom of it, but again, I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to say anything 100% because it was dark and I was scared as hell, so I didn't say anything.
Did they grunt or moan or exclaim or cry when you kicked them?
Nothing.
Just silence?
Just silence.
That's interesting. Okay, that's interesting.
Do you have any questions for me at this point?
A man is entering women's BYU Idaho approved
Oh, what's this?
apartments while they sleep. Surveillance cameras captured the man early June 6th
All right.
entering the unlocked apartments and then exiting a short time later. According to Rexburg police, he was first in the Cedars women's apartments before he was tracked to the Cove women's apartments, which are within a block of each other.
All right. Oh, there's more. What was this? Well, no. Okay, what was that? That's interesting. What year is that? I don't know. 2025. All right. Yeah, we know about that. Well, yeah, we know about that, right? We know about that. Yeah, we know about that. All right. Delivery driver gets almost beat to death by frats. Yeah, just that happening. That was a couple months. That wasn't that long ago. Yeah, nothing bad ever happens there, right? Anyway, there you go. That's the end of it, I think. Was that the end of it? Was there more? Yeah, that's the end of it. There you go. There you go. All right, there you go. All right. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, interesting. That's a good question, Seattle Rain. Good question, guys. Yeah, that's interesting, right? Interesting. That's an interesting coincidence too, right? That she also left a sorority. I mean, that's an interesting little coincidence there. Yeah. But yeah, right. It was all on good terms, though. No, we don't have any enemies. Nope. Anyway, I think what happened in this case, however, is that the police thought it might have been like their one of the people who also resides in those apartments. Yeah, their neighbor. Yeah, they thought it maybe was their neighbor. Yeah, but they didn't have. I guess they didn't have enough sort of evidence to proceed with arresting him. But the girl said that they didn't really have any issues with him, like after that, or there wasn't anything weird that happened between them. Which is, I don't know. So I don't know. Was it the neighbor? Maybe it was. I don't know, but weird. So I don't know. Could have been the neighbor. But then why? It's kind of odd. Like there's nothing else odd happens after that point. I find that doubtful. I would find that highly doubtful. But I mean, look, if he's already sneaking into your fucking room with a knife, nothing else happens beyond that point. I don't think so. You know what I mean? He's already at that level. I don't think he's going to get deterred. Like at some point, he's going to probably try it again. Just saying. If you're already at that level. Plus, it's interesting that when she kicks him in the stomach, he doesn't make a fucking sound. I find that interesting. Like not even anything. That's kind of scary. I mean, plus he has a knife, so that's scary. I don't know, whatever. I'm not sure. All right. Don't know. Interesting though. Interesting. A lot of similarities. There's a lot of similarities here, you could say. I mean, it's the same kind of thing that happened, you know. Only this time this person was successful in what I guess he was trying to do. So, a lot of interesting parallels. I mean, like quite a lot when you think about it. A lot of parallels. Wow. I don't know. Anyway. All right, there you go. All right. Yeah, I don't know. It's that's interesting. Interesting. Is it related? Maybe. Could be. Could be related. Sounds very similar. It does sound similar. Description of being short. That doesn't necessarily fit. This person was short. Weird. I think there's also a point in there where she's not sure if it's actually a man or not. I think I heard that too in there, right? There's a little confusion there whether she thought this person was actually a male or not. There's a little confusion. Yeah. And I think that's in there too. I found that interesting. Yeah. This man-woman/woman-man thing that plays out in the Idaho 4 thing, that's interesting, right? It was a man who looked like a woman but was or disguised as a man or some shit. But it was actually a woman. Fucking weird. That comes from Dylan. Well, that comes from Dylan's brain. Comes from Dylan's brain. Oh, yes. Much like everything else in this case is generated by her fucking brain and taken as fact for some fucking reason. It boggles my mind when you have the most unreliable fucking narrator you could ever possibly have fucking imagined a story. That's Dylan Mortensen. If you want an unreliable narrator in a story, you fucking call her on the phone. Hey, Dylan, I got a project for you. I need you to be the most unreliable fucking narrator on the planet. Can you do that for me? Absolutely. Okay, yeah. And but I built my entire fucking case scenario around her. How ridiculous is that? I mean, oh my God. My God. Yeah. I mean, it blows my mind. Oh my God. Woo. Oh my God. Oh my God. All of her interviews are terrible. They're all terrible. Horrible. They're all horrible interviews. Horrible. Oh my God. Anyway, excuse me. If I say, oh my God, one more time, we would be like, shut the fuck up, man. Shut up. I don't want to keep hearing God like every 2 fucking seconds, all right? Oh, God. All right, guys. What else is going on? Oh, yeah, do you want to do the cards? Welcome, TJ Love. Welcome. Sorry, I missed you. Living witness. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, the gato's all right. Thank you. He loves you. Yeah, he's upstairs. gets into too much trouble down here. Plus, he probably wants to go out. All right. What are we doing? Well, how about we do the cards? You guys want to do the cards? We'll do a couple questions of the cards. How's that? Do some cards. A couple questions. Oof, God. That's interesting, TJ. That is interesting. She could be a genius, Thomas Aquinas. She could be a genius. Oh, 4-month-old gatos. Oh my, I can't even picture the cuteness of that. That will blow my mind. Yeah, we could look at 77 in the cards, definitely. Like, yeah, but how do we get to, we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. We can do that. Genius or psycho. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I just can't believe you build your case fucking narrative around her. I just can't imagine that. I mean, any rational person would be like, I don't think that's a good idea. You know? Just listen to her. That's all you have to do. Just listen to her. What are you talking about? And here's not even they went above and beyond that. Not only did they do that, but they trimmed out little sections that were absolutely didn't fit their fucking narrative. They trimmed those sections out. Like when she opened the door for like the third or fourth fucking time, there was like 25 minutes that had elapsed or something, at least 25 minutes, something like that, between the last time she opened her fucking door. She said it was between something like 15 to 25 minutes or something like that. Yeah. So there's no way this crime happens in like 8 to 10 minutes. Dylan tells you this, right? This was going on for at least 25 minutes. At least. Yeah. But they don't take that. See, they don't take that little piece of things and put it in their fucking story. No, they leave those pieces out. Right? Because we see this car speeding away at fucking 4 whatever, right? Because it doesn't fit that. And so they leave that little piece out. See, that's how they fucked around here. Well, you guys know this, but that's the little fuckery there that they play. And so they took all her fucking shit as true, and not only that, they cut out the more, like, I don't know, probable pieces. You know, the ones that make their fucking story look absolutely ridiculous. They just cut those pieces out. Yeah. Fucking hell, man. That's what they did with Miss Dylan Mortensen. They went above and beyond the call of duty for her. My God. Unless they are or they are the dumbest fucking police force in the history of, they have to be. There has to be something else going on with her in order for her to be treated as like a non-participant in this. It blows my fucking head. That's why we got to smoke Acapulco fucking Gold. Right. Hey, Lynn, it's Acapulco Gold, baby, tonight again. Don't you be sleeping on the Acapulco Gold, baby. Don't be sleeping on that. That Acapulco Gold is a sleeper. All right, it's a sleeper. It's a sleeper hit. It's a sleeper hit, baby. All right, real quick. Then we get to the cards. All right, then we get to the cards. Good. Maybe a song. I don't know. Think of a song. Hey, guys, think of a song. I can't think of one. Here we are, back in the hood, out of the hood. All right, all the world's the hood, all right, or whatever. All right, right, all right, good. Did you think of a song? Hey, guys, did you think of a song? Oh, tie stick would be all right. I dig the tie stick, baby. All right. I'll show you some black Moroccan diamond. All right, baby. You show me yours, I'll show you mine, baby. All right. All right. I got a big black shiny meteorite, baby. All right. I'm just saying. It came from outer space. That's all I'm saying. All right. All right. There you are. There you are, love. That's all I asked, and you have delivered on the promise of the Holy Land. All right. That's what we find in Minnesota, baby. All right. Oh, stop. No. Not doing that. We ain't going there tonight, love. No. Trouble every day. Remember, I played you that song. I played you that song from Mr. Frank Zappa. I played you Trouble Every Day. Anyway, hey, do you want lyrics or do you want lyrics or no lyrics? Oh man, you can't change it now. I had it all queued up, baby. Oh man. Super freak. That's a good one too. I was thinking something a little hazier, actually. A little hazier. All right. I think guys, you're gonna hate me for this. All right. You're like, well, why the fuck did you ask us that, asshole? Oh my God. She is definitely a super freak. I agree. She is definitely a super freak. Oh my God. Yeah, purple haze, yeah. Oh my. Nah, yeah. I should. The one I'm thinking of is maybe a little too mellow. Maybe a little too mellow. Yeah. Might be a little too breezy right now. Let's see. All right. Well, let's see if we can get this. Now, you know I'm going to have to cut this shit out. But, whatever. Okay. I hope this isn't too breezy. It's a little mellow. Just a little mellow. We'll just do a little bit of this. All right. Okay. All right. Lazy day, lazy Saturday here. All right. Good. All right. Kevin Wilson, okay. All righty. Yes. Welcome. All right. Cards. The cards, damn you all. All right, let's get to the cards. We'll ask a couple questions. 2 questions. We'll ask 2 questions. We know the rules, right? The rules of the cards. Right. Right. Do we know them? Yes, we know them. Right. So, right. Good intentions. Direct. Specific. And no capital gains. No capital gains. All right. All right. What about 77? So, yeah. But what's the question? Oh. What about it? That's a good question. It's a hard question because, well, how do we think about this? Hang on, I gotta fucking move this thing. All right. It's a difficult one because, yeah. Okay, there we go. That's good. We're getting more specific. That's good. That's good. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah, like, were you in there? Was he in your house? Did you got like, well, would they know him? Would they know him? Well, Maddie would, right? Maddie and Santa would probably recognize him. No? Well, if he's masked, I don't fucking know. Interesting. No. Don't know. Anyway, Yeah, I'll say. So how do we ask that? So then we ask what? That's if the four of them knew that he was in their house? That's another good question. Interesting. Yeah. That's a good question. Because, right? That's a good question. It's a good question. Oh, boy. That would explain some things. Yeah. It would that would explain some things. Yeah. Interesting. All right. So, okay. All right. All right. So we have two. We have two. So we have two good questions here, right? We got two going on here. So let's take the Koberger Dylan one first. Let's do that one first. And we'll do the other one second. Yeah. So I'm still trying to figure out how to, you guys, I mean, yeah, anyway, that will be last. How's that? All right. So let's go. Let's go. Usually there's 4 cards, right? Usually there's 4 cards. Sometimes they're a little bit, sometimes they go a little further. All right. So what's the question? Where's my stick? I don't know. Oh, I just tap. We'll just tap. Or I'll just do this one. All right. Yeah. All right. So the question is this, right? So this is to the 4 of them. No. Yes, this is to the 4 of them. Yeah. That's a good question. All right. So this would be to the 4 of them. Yeah. All right. So yeah, what is the question? So did Dylan know Brian Koberger? There's the question. All right. Here we are. That's this one. All right. This one. All right. What do we got? Oh boy. Hey. Well, that's interesting. That's an interesting start. Right. Love story here. Oh now. I don't know if we asked about Murphy. I don't know. All right. Love story, right? All right. Here's the next one. All right. Whoa. This one. All right. Oh. Okay, hang on. Love story. All right. A situation about to explode. Things are about to pop off in flames. All right. Interesting. That's interesting. Weird, right? Interesting. All right. That's 2. Interesting. I don't know. Setting the record straight. setting the record straight. Interesting. So that's interesting. We have a guy who's like, well, he has a gun, and he's like a target. I don't know. And he's dressed in like camouflage. Weird. But that's the image on the card. So that's strange. Setting the record straight. Bang. I'm going to shoot. I guess I'm going to get my revenge or something. That's weird. Right? I'm setting the record straight. I'm carrying a gun, right? That's a gun, I'm thinking. That's a gun and there's a bullseye there, right? I think, yeah, that's what it looks like to me, man. All right. Love story, once upon a time. Situation is about to explode. Things are really going to pop off and go in flames. And then setting the record straight. Right? Wow. All right, what's number 4? Here we are. There's 4. Envy. Ooh, interesting. So we got envy. Envy. Weird. Envy. 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 Interesting. Interesting. What is it? So what's this telling us? It's a good. So the question was, right? Does Dylan and Brian know each other? I don't know. What do you make of this? Or do we need another card? I mean, do we need another one? Seems to be going somewhere. Let me draw another one. This is interesting. This is to me. Let's see what the next one is. I'm not gonna say just yet. All right, all right. Envy. Okay, envy. Okay, falling apart, falling into pieces. That's fucking creepy, right? We got this card. We haven't gotten this card very often. But when it comes up, it's creepy, right? Because the face of it, like thinking about what happened here, this is creepy. But yeah, really. So anyway, that's interesting. Wow. That's kind of like, again, it's like that goddamn love story. That love story, let's just take that on its own for a minute, right? We get love story quite often here whenever we do this. We do. So that always seems to be a part of whatever is happening here, going on. Center of it, there's a love story here. There's jealousy. There's always some form of jealousy that comes up. Envy. There's always some sort of betrayal element that happens. Yeah. We don't get this card very much, but we've gotten it before. Things are about to go up. We don't get that too often, but we've gotten it before a couple times. But that, yeah, of course, what does that mean? Well, yeah, shit's gonna happen. Something's about to explode here. Interesting. But then we got this figure, right? Where? Something. I don't fucking know here, but this is odd. It's almost like, I don't know. Like someone got fucking backstabbed or something here. And they were angry and upset or something. And then this character comes in here and see he's going to set the record straight on something here. On what? Yeah, it's odd. So it goes from that. We're going to set the record straight. This is another character here going along with this. Weird. But then it switches from that, and then we get envy, and then falling into pieces. Falling apart. No. But where envy though? Envy's odd. Anyway, sorry guys, going a little off tangent here. Wow, that's interesting. They played some audio, and the lady has got a few things down. Okay, that's interesting. Envy. What am I envious of here? I don't get this. There's a tonal shift here, and it's like, but we just switch tones here. We go from this progression, and now we hit a tone shift. So we got envy now hits here. It's odd. It's an odd tone for this. That's odd. But then after we get envy, then now we're falling apart. I mean, now our face is cut up and shit. So we jump from envy to our face is being cut up, right? That's a big jump. I don't understand that. But that is definitely a tone shift there. All right, we'll do one more card in this sequence because let's see if there's anything after we're sliced up, falling into pieces. I mean, Jesus. Let's see if there's anything beyond that, right? From any of them, right? Jeez, I mean that's pretty. They're aware, like shit. All right, so and then all right, that's okay. We're gonna leave. Maybe we should. No, we're gonna leave it this one. So outdated. That's the last. Outdated. Okay, right. Outdated. What comes after? What comes after? So I'm thinking to myself, okay, what comes after now that we're well, right? Well, then we're outdated, right? That's what followed. Outdated, right? Discarded, outdated, irrelevant, old news. There you are. Odd, isn't it? Odd. Very odd. I'd like to know what those pictures are there or what that is, but then I'm not sure what that is. Anyway, it's interesting. See that sequence, okay. Yeah. My envy, but the envy doesn't seem, I don't know. But envy, my jealousy, turns into now your face is all cut up. You're cut into pieces. And then after that happens, right, then this is what happens to us, right? This is what happens. Interesting. Progression there. Yeah, hey, sorry. It does look like a yearbook. You're right, Leonard. You're right. It does. Kaylee could not shake decor off. Interesting. Something here. Something here. There is now. Wow. Wow. Interesting. It explains... no. But... This is tricky, right? It's tricky. It's tricky. But there's, every time we do this, there's a greater theme at play here, right? And it's probably obvious, I guess, but I don't think we just ever, at least I just didn't name it, right? But there is definitely a secret relationship here somewhere going on. We've gotten this overall theme is there is some hidden relationship that we do not know about. There's got to be some hidden relationship that we do not know. Has to be. Yeah, definitely. Maybe more than one, but at least one is happening here. Yep, for sure. Absolutely. Hands down. Every time we play the cards, guys, that theme comes out a lot. Going beyond. Yeah. There's a hidden relationship. It's like fire and brimstone, baby. That's what it feels like. Whatever this relationship is, it's like fire and fucking brimstone. Yeah, for sure. Very dangerous. There's a lot of danger here. Anyway, I'm going off on the Acapulco gold, but there's a lot of danger in this. A lot of danger. Does that not feel like what it says though overall? Like this is dangerous. Whatever is going on here is not good. It's dangerous as fuck. There's a lot of danger in all of this. Strange how it is. A lot of danger. None of this sounds good. No. Not in this way. Not in this way at all. This is probably the hardest right here. That's what happens. That's fucking probably the hardest one of all right there. Forgotten. Yeah, interesting. Why that's there. And it does follow after falling to pieces. Or falling apart. Which is that's what it is. Yeah. Sadly. But, okay, guys. That was question 1. That was question 1. Hope you like that. You know, I don't know if that's, I'll tell you what, they would have found that connection though, right? They would have had to find that fucking connection, wouldn't they? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'll tell you what. They would have to do a lot of fucking, I don't know, guys. Look, they would have to do a lot of scrubbing, man. They would have to be scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing the whole fucking time. I don't know if they could have done that. But that's what they would have to do. You could not leave any tracks. No fucking way, not one. I don't know if they're that brilliant. I don't know if they would be that brilliant. Do you know what I'm saying? You'd have to be pretty fucking brilliant for that. Think about it. Just think about it. You'd have to be pretty brilliant for that to pull it off. I mean, it would go a long way It would go a long way in explaining a lot in this case. Absolutely it would. But there's be a lot of fucking planning have to happen here. A lot of planning. And you cannot make one mistake in this. No. I don't know about that. That's, to me, that's the way I would look at that. You know, like that's a really, I don't know. I don't know. And then to hide the relationship that well from everything, I don't know about that. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. I mean, why wouldn't he give her out? See, well, there you go. Why wouldn't he give her up, though, too? He, you know, he would give her up, wouldn't he? He would say, oh, by the way, Dylan's my co-accomplice. I mean, I would. Wouldn't you? I don't know about that. If you're Koberger, wouldn't you sell her out? I mean, think about it. Wouldn't you sell her out? Yeah, I don't know. I probably would, personally. I mean, what would I fucking care? You know? If I had the capacity to fucking kill 4 people in her name or with her, why wouldn't I just be like, yeah, she's my fucking accomplice? I don't know. Why would I care? I'd probably just do it out of spite. I don't know. You know what I mean? Who knows what these people would fucking think? They wouldn't think logically, but still. Well, it's true. Could be. Could be getting framed. It's true. It's a good way of looking at it. You could look at it that way. You could look at it that way. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting. You wonder. I don't know. It's a good question, though. It's a good question. It's a very good question. I don't know. It's a lot of questions in there, you know? A lot of questions there. Interesting. Anyway, all right, that's a good one. Hey, we got to keep. I think we should keep that one in mind for sure. Absolutely. Wow. Ponder that for years, actually, probably. Damn. Ugh. All right, quick break. We got on to question 2. We got to remember what that was. Remember Acapulco Gold, baby. All right, we're talking Midnight Blue Purple Breeze. What did we say 10 minutes ago? I don't know, baby. I don't know what I promised you. Hey, don't hold it against me. All right. You promised me a fucking 24-karat necklace, you bastard. No, baby. See, you can't rely on that, baby. It was Acapulco Gold. Oh, my God. Which happens to be the sponsor of this video. Acapulco Gold, baby. How sad. He used to be such a nice boy. Now look what happened to him. Oh, Stanley. My Stanley. What happened to you, Stanley? All right, guys, welcome back to the show. Welcome, Bianca Jane. Welcome. Good to see you. Welcome, RJ Anderson. Good to see you. And everybody I missed, I apologize. Welcome. All right. So, moving on. Where are we? Yeah, question number 2. That's right. What was question number 2? Little G, right? Little G at the circus. Right. Welcome, Yvonne. Welcome. Charo on a love boat. There we go. I like that a lot. I like that a lot, actually. Absolutely. All right. I should think about that some more. That's a good one, actually. Oh my God. Yeah. All right. Here we are. All right. Let's go. So, yeah. Little G. And so this would be to all of them, of course. Right. I wonder, see, the problem I'm having with this question is, right, here's the problem I'm having with it, is that how, even if there's, okay, they show symbolism, how are we going to know, though, like, what would represent this fucking guy? What would represent him? You know, and that's what I'm thinking about here. What would be a representation of this guy? You know, in symbols. That's interesting to think about. Think about that. What symbols would represent this character? Think about that. Right? Runes, whatever. But what symbols would signify this little G character? I don't know. Well, we'll see. That's an interesting question here. But anyway, we're going to proceed with that. So I guess the question would be, right? So this is, and then move these over. So this would, yeah, this would be to the 4, right? So was little G, or as we know him as GM, right? Was he in the house, or did he do this to you guys? Little G. All right, here we go. 77, baby. All right, here we are. What are we doing? Well, coordination helps. All right, here we go. Push them over like this. All right, push them over. All right, this one. Okay, here's my pen. All right, here we go. Let's see. All right, here we go. Good. All right, here we go. Okay. All right. Getting a room. Yeah, okay. Getting a room again. Hotel, motel, suite, business, pleasure. Getting a room. That comes up a lot. Getting a room. We're getting a room. This comes up a lot, right? This one comes up a lot. We're always getting a goddamn room, right? We're getting a room. Yes. Why does this always come up? Not all the time, but it comes up quite a lot. Getting a room. We're getting a room. All right, we're getting a room. Hey. Getting a room. Okay. Keeping you a secret. Getting a room. Keeping you a secret. Keeping you a secret. Interesting. Right? Interesting. Keeping you a fucking secret. Weird. Ugh. Yeah. Right. Getting a room. Keeping you a secret. All right. Interesting. Yeah, he would be a secret. All right, let's go. Destroyed. Broken window. Shattered, broken, completely ruined. All right. Wow. Okay. Destroyed. Shattered, broken, completely ruined. I'm telling you something here, right? Hang on. I'm telling you something here. Telling you something. And that's not this is what happens. This is what happens. Yeah. Something like that, right? Does that seem to connect a little bit or no? That's right. All right. Well, let's see what the fourth one says, right? It says weird, that's an interesting progression there. All right. Okay. Now we're putting on a show. All right. Putting on a show. Getting a room. Okay, we're getting a room. We're keeping this a secret between us. Keeping this a secret. We get to be destroyed, shattered, broken, completely ruined. And then we go to putting on a show. That's an interesting progression. Welcome, Dame Deb. Welcome. No. Interesting. Ha. Interesting. Wonder. I wonder. There's a lot I'm wondering about this sequence. Holy shit, guys. Weird places I'm going here with this. Weird places in my head with this one. Yeah. This is weird. It's like describing this. Yeah, it's like kind of describing his mom, right? It's like describing his mom. Or something that would happen to her. That's interesting. I don't know. So I'm thinking that. Or something like that. Or, I don't know, that's weird. Or like, interesting. Or, no. I don't know about that. Weird. What are you thinking? Babysitting jobs. Huh. No, I don't want you. There's something here. Yeah, I'm telling you something. Yeah, that's the first part of this. We're doing something in private, right? Keeping a secret together. But I'm telling you something here. And that leaves this situation like this. Destroyed. There's something that ends this. Destruction here. There's destruction. Point here. There's a secret. There's something being told or said. And it leads to being destroyed. Destroyed. And then after the destruction, we're putting on a show. We're putting on a show now. Like now we're totally. Now we're lying, right? Now this is all an act. This is an act. So yeah. Right, I'm acting, right? That's what I'm doing here. I'm acting. Fucking weird. Fucking weird here. There's a lot of weirdness in this one. A lot of fucking weirdness. Maybe should we do one more card? We'll pull one more card in this fucking thing. Is that a boat? Let me see. Let me see. A boat? Let me see. Nah, that ain't better. Hang on. Let me see. If I could see it without the camera. Hard to say. That's a good question. I have to look at that closely. It's hard to say what that is. It could be part of a ship. Yeah, it could be part of a ship. It's an interesting viewpoint here. Yeah, I don't know. You got a cracked window here, glass, shit, right? But I don't know. I don't know what the background. It's hard to make out what the fucking background is. But to me, anyway, yeah, good question. Putting on a show, and then this one. Let's just do this one then. Oh, all right, there we go. Okay, good. All right, I think that sums it up. I think it sums it up. Game over. We got broken heart, shattered, whatever. Actually, oh God almighty. We got a heart that is, well, yeah. Yep. Not gonna. We already know kind of where that can symbolize. That there's a symbol there. You know what that symbol is. You're the garden. I don't need to spell it out. But yeah, putting on a show. Game over. That's a definite finality there for sure. Wow, that's an interesting progression, guys. Right. Keeping a secret, putting on a show, game over. I was humiliated. Guys, was I humiliated here? Do you sense any humiliation here? Possibly. Possibly. I don't know. Possibly. This is totally pulling me in a different direction than I thought it was going to. Wow. Interesting. There's a lot of directions we can go in this one. Interesting. All right. Well, there you go, guys. There you go. Something definitely bad is happening here. No doubt. This is definitely not a good scenario at all. No matter how you fucking look at it. This is not a good scenario. At all. This is a horrible scenario. Horrible. I mean, everything about it is, again, it's fucking bad. It's just bad. We're getting a room. We're keeping a secret. Right? There's destruction here. Now we're putting on a show. Right? Now we're acting. After this destruction point, we are now acting. Interesting. But then, after this point, then we hit game over. So it's kind of like I couldn't act anymore. Like I couldn't do it. Something. I don't know. Because there's a finality here, right? Like, bam, that's it. I hit the end of the whatever this sequence is going to. I hit that very end of it, right? After acting and putting on a show, then I hit the end of this ruse, whatever. Yeah. Interesting. And, of course, we're stabbing people in the heart, which is, unfortunately, what happened to one of them. Just saying. Fucking hell, man. All right, there you go, guys. I hope you like that. I think we're going to leave that one right there where it is. Yeah. Oh, my. My, oh, my. Good questions. Oh, my God, guys. Excellent questions. I think we, probably looking back on that, probably can go a lot of different directions. Let's say that. My gosh. There's a lot there. Wow. Wow, oh wow. Secret relationships. So, see, again, that theme, that is the overall theme, remember? That, again, that plays out in this reading, it plays out in the second one, too. The overall theme is, there is a definite secret relationship happening here that, again, we don't know about. There has to be. Whether that's Dylan Koberger, whether that's, this little G character, and one of them, this little G character and Dylan, perhaps. I don't know. One of them. I don't know. One of them. See, that's the problem with all this, right? And this is one of the main themes in this case, right? This is one of the problems, though. This is one of the biggest problems with this case, right? Is that the character of Dylan, Dylan's a problem in so many fucking ways. Dylan's a problem in a myriad of ways, of course. But anyway, but you almost, do you have to have a gatekeeper in this situation? You have to, I mean, you almost gotta say you need a gatekeeper in this situation. There has to be a gatekeeper. There has to be. How do you, again, there has to be a gatekeeper to this whole thing. There has to be a gatekeeper. There's no way around it for me. So you can pick between Dylan, you could pick between Bethany, whoever you want, pick from. But there has to be a fucking, there has to be a gatekeeper here, I think. I think there has to be. I absolutely think that. Like, again, who is handling the dog then that night? Nobody can seem to explain, like, who's handling the dog, where the dog is, why they're not concerned about the fucking dog at all. Like that kind of shit. Like, oh yeah, the stupid dog. That's right, we forgot about it. Oops. Yeah, so who's handling the dog that night? Who's the gatekeeper? It's the same person. So whoever's handling the dog is the gatekeeper. There you go. I mean, it's one and the same person. Yeah. Yep. Again, we discussed the dog's behavior. The dog is not going to do that. Absolutely not. Unless the dog is a magician, which I highly doubt it is. Highly doubt it. Simple tricks, maybe, but not that. That's a whole other fucking routine, baby, that nobody's teaching that dog. All right, nobody's teaching that fucking dog. I mean, Jesus. Yeah, it would be like, if we do that, the dog would belong in a circus somewhere. Like if we could pull it, we could do that. Somehow floated its way back into the house and floated its way up the steps and just floated its way back onto Kelly's bed, nice, safe, and sound, like a little snuggle bunny. All right, just delivered like a stork to the bedroom, dropped on the bed. From the stork. That's what it sounds like to me. Murphy rode in on a fucking cloud and was dropped back on Kaylee's bed, nice and safe and sound. No question, no other questions about it. Fucking hell. How does that happen? Yeah, shit like that. All right, another quick break, and then, and then we wrap it up. We wrap it up, loves. We wrap it up. Wrap it up, loves. No bloody footprints. No bloody footprints. There wasn't a trail. There wasn't really a trail between the two rooms. No trail, which means there are two things, which means these are isolated, two things, right? Isolated, two happening. I mean, I agree. I would think the killer would be tracking blood all over the fucking house. That's just my opinion. I mean, Jesus. Maybe, right? I would think that. There'd be blood on them, but yeah. I don't know. I would think there would be some. Yeah. I'm perplexed by why they didn't really bother searching for any type of blood trail outlet led away from the house. I think they just did a really brief, basic. I don't think they even bothered to see if there was any type of blood trail. Really, not much of one, from what I can understand. Yeah, that's in the notes in there. That's in the fucking notes. Yeah. Anyway, I would think there'd be blood on the clothing at least. Whatever garment is being worn, there'd definitely be blood on that. I would absolutely think that. So, yeah. So anyway, weird. Yeah. If not on the shoes, it's going to be on the fucking clothing at least. I mean, definitely. I mean, with all what happened, there has to be blood on this person. There has to be at least some. I mean, for fuck, there has to be. I mean, there is no way. There's no way there's no blood on this person. Nah, that's ridiculous. I mean, there absolutely be blood on this person. No fucking way. Doubt. No fucking doubt. My God. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Naked man. Yeah, well, you almost have to be. You have to change your clothes. Where are you going to change your fucking clothes? Like, where are you going to do that? You going to do that in the kitchen? I mean, there's going to be blood somewhere. Well, there's going to be a lot of blood somewhere, I would think. I mean, you're changing your fucking clothes somewhere. Where are you doing that? Where would you change your clothes? Laundry room. Huh. Change your clothes in the laundry room. Out on the deck. Sigma Chi, yeah. Well. Blood on the wall. Yeah, blood on the wall. Okay, at the whites. Did a lot of laundry. It's true. Took a screenshot. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Oh. Interesting, guys. Something like that. I'm trying to remember, Mystique. Something like that. Yeah, something that kind of rings a bell. It does kind of. It's been a while since I've thought about that, but I think that rings a bell. I think. Yeah. It's starting to ring a bell now. No problem, Glenn. However I can help. I ain't that smart at all. I'm short bus, baby. Baby, I'm short bus. You know it. All right. Thank you for trying to puff me up, though. All right. Thanks a lot. You know I'm short bus, baby. TJ Love, I mean, that, I'll tell you, that looked like blood to me as well. Like dried blood for sure. Yeah, definitely. Good question. It's a good point. Mystique, of course. Good points, everyone. Yeah. 77 injuries reported consistent with a perp. Oh, there's blood. Yeah, okay, right. 77 injuries. Huh. Interesting. All right. All right, a quick one. And then we have our, what is it? Our conclusion, all right? Our conclusion, all right. Right. Conclusion. Very good conclusion. Alrighty, loves. Well, I think we learned a lot tonight about each other. Right. Good. Alright. So, yeah, lots of stuff. Boy. Well, that's why this case is incredibly insane. Yeah. Oh my God. All right. The fuck was I gonna do? See, I forgot what I was gonna do. But act fast because Acapulco Gold is almost sold out, baby, sold out. Gee, he's a really good spokesperson. We should have hired him a long time ago. He boosted our brand by 0.0.2%. Hey, gee, do you think we should hire him again? I don't know. Oh my God. All right. Yeah, it's a little corporate humor, I guess, amongst the spirit guides. All right. They got some weird fucking corporate humor up there, I'll tell you what. Yes, they do. Let's see if I can, let's see if there is a video of it. Yeah, sure, we could pick this one. It's a little dark, but it's cool. Oh, we even got, oh cool, we even got subtitles for that. Nice. Alright, guys. Well, there you go. Welcome, everybody. But we are at the end of the journey for this evening, loves. Good to see everybody. I love you all. I love you all. We're going to go out like this. We're going to go out like this. And this is for, well, you know who it's for, right? And if you don't, well, you'll know who it is. Well, his memorial service was just earlier today. And so I was going to play this in his memorial, right? Memoriam. Well, maybe in memoriam, right? Yes, in memoriam, right? She will always be the prime. Always. Oh yes, indeed.